Guys, Captain Splatoon 2 with a retro review. Today we're looking at set 9493 X-Wing Fighter ages 8 to 14, released in January of 2012. I recently bought this set, actually as of recording today, for £100 new in the box, which is actually below market value, which you'll find on eBay and Bricklink. This set originally cost £45 in the UK or 50 USD, has 4 minifigures, 2 of which is telling us is new, R5D8 and Jack Porkins, which, as far as I'm aware, the R5D8 was in a few other sets here and there, but the Jack Porkins minifigure has stayed exclusive. The R2D2 and the Luke Skywalker are both in other sets, the Luke Skywalker coming from the 2010 ATT or AT-80, and the R2D2 being in a few sets beginning in 2008 with the Death Star. As you can see, this set is security protected. I got this set, again, brand new, sealed in the box. We'll be opening it here. It has that wonderful Darth Maul logo on the top, as all the other 2012 sets did. A nice box, so I got some TIE Fighters in the background, showing you how those wings work, as long as some of the Death Star trench run from the movie. Looking at the back of the box, of course, we have the Lego Star Wars logo. It shows you how different boxes were 10 years ago. Kind of crazy to call it a 10-year-old set, but the boxes have definitely changed. I like the way they used to do it with a little blueprint art. We got the Lego.com thing. We got the Rebels running, but the hallway looks more Imperial than it does Rebellion, if I do say so myself. Got them running. And here we have them fighting, and of course it says 9492, not included in box. 9492 was the TIE Fighter, also released in January of 2012. Here we have the features. This can be Jack Porkins X-Wing or Luke Skywalker's X-Wing, and again it's security protected because, well, of course it was. Again, you got all your features here, really cool box. We're going to lift it up, turn the box around. On top we have your minifigures, which again, Luke Skywalker, R2D2, Jack Porkins, and R5D8. As you can see, 2 of them were new. Not something they do anymore. They don't usually tell you if a minifigure is new on the box. You guys kind of have to get it for yourself. Got that wonderful blue art from 2012. Got your set number there. Coming down here, we've just got more kind of information as well as another picture of the set. Same on this side and same on the other side, but with white. Let's get into this set. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this retro set. It spent 10 years in the box. It is going to devalue a little bit by doing this, but it's a set that I've wanted for quite a while and very happy to finally add to the collection. So if we turn this set around, you'll notice that we have the kind of thumb tabs here and here, which is quite standard for Lego Star Wars sets. They've always been there. So what we're going to do is, and I hate doing this, we're going to press down on both thumb taps. Oh, there we go. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to flip this bit up. I tend to keep my boxes, so I'm going to keep them in as good a condition as possible. And we're going to slowly peel back. Slowly. There we go. Let's go see what we've got in here. So here we are. I had to move the box somewhere else where the tripod could stay still while opening it. But here we are with the set. I do feel kind of bad opening this set up. It spent 10 years sealed. I have devalued it now, but do you know what? It's a set that I've wanted for so long. At some point I do plan to get that TIE Fighter. So let's open it up. We got bag number 1, which has your kind of, you can see your minifigures in there. R4, Jack Porkins, Luke Skywalker. What else we get in here is we get bag 5. More bags than I was expecting. Pull this one out. We have bag 4. Got your sticker sheet right there. Pull this one out here. We got bag number 2. Pull this out here. We have an instruction manual. Again, 2012 stuff. And we got another bag here. That's bag 3. And that is that. Let's head into the review. So, first of 4 minifigures in the set, 2 of which are new, or were new at the time, is Jack Porkins. So, like I said earlier, this is a thing with some of the older X-Wings, not one with the current X-Wing at least, where you would get 2 sets of pilots, you'd get 2 pilots and 2 astromech droids. So, this one being Jack Porkins is quite cool. You know, he's unique to this set, obviously. He never came out again, he was never anything before this. So the one and only time we got Jack Porkins was back in 2012. So this is quite before the leg printing, and you know, obviously the printing on him is minimal because it's, you know, 2012. The torso design actually comes from 2010 when they first put it in that battle pack.
with the Zev Sineska minifigure. Quite cool. He has a standard blaster. It's 2012, which I honestly, some of the minifigures did have double-sided spaces. He did not. Really cool helmet. Obviously, I don't review that many sets of Rebel pilots in them, but try to get focus here. You can see he's got Rebel pilots have like unique helmets, which is kind of their thing. Which I really like Jet Porkins' helmet. Really cool. Really good looking. So yeah, I've not seen this character in 10 years, which surprised me. I think the last time they did 2 pilots, it was Big Starfighter. Overall, he's a really cool minifigure. Definitely a nice inclusion. Again, it's just kind of a shame we've not seen him again. Imagine how good they will make this figure look, using all the kind of, prints and stuff we have here in 2022. Really cool minifigure. And yes, we're going in order of the box, so your next minifigure is... So, just like the Luke Skywalker in the set, the R2-D2 is a returning minifigure. It is the same R2-D2 they used between 2008 and 2013. So, not too much to say about him. I have like 4 or 5 of this minifigure because he's in so many sets. I have been buying a lot of sets from that era, so you can standard R2-D2. There's not really 100%, a lot that you can. I don't know, there's not too much to say about R2-D2. It's just one of those minifigures that was in quite a few sets. I still really like him nonetheless, really cool looking. And this one being, I bought this set new, is, really shiny, and I don't like that. And the other returning minifigure is Luke Skywalker. It's the same legs and torso as Jet Porkins. Obviously, where he's different is he has the lightsaber and he has just his unique helmet. Just gonna zoom in on that there. Well, I can't actually zoom in any further. Oh well. But yeah, really cool minifigure. He does not have a double-sided head either. None of the minifigures in this set do. Not new either. He was in the 2010 8129. Yeah. 8129 80. Not a bad minifigure. I don't think he was in anything else. I think he was only in these 2 sets, at least to my knowledge it was. Not a bad minifigure. It was actually a version I didn't have, so unlike where's the R2-D2, the returning figure that I already had this one, but I did not. And the other one that is actually brand new, this set, and was in other sets. Funny enough, he actually is in another set using a different name. This is R5D8, but he's also in the 2014 Sandcrawler using, I think it's what? I remember it's an R4 unit in that set, so really nice. It's one of the astromechs with kind of the different shaped heads, which is nice. And it has a really cool pattern on his head. This one isn't quite sticking down as well, it's quite wobbly. Got kind of 3 eyes on him. It's got little side compartments. This is like kind of, this way to put it is, it's kind of like Chopper from Rebels. He has little arms. Has the red and blue mix, and he keeps falling off apparently. But yeah, really cool minifigure. One I didn't have also, so really nice. So the X-Wing itself is actually decently sized. I can't get it all in one frame, but I was not willing to try and film this on the floor. Like, I can't turn it this way either. It's just like, this is one of the bigger sized Playscale X-Wings. So the best place to hold it is always kind of here. This is like its strongest point. We'll start at the front. So at the front you do have kind of really nice little nose, but they never pick up by the nose. As one fault of this is it slides right off because of the way it's built there. See that? So would advise against that. It's got some really good landing gear which can obviously tuck up and go inside the X-Wing, when you're flying around. Let's bring that back down. So some really cool missiles here, and obviously it's identical on the other side. Of course you get your cockpit, which is quite nice. It does have a really cool printed control panel in there. I don't know if you can see it, I'm just trying to get the angle right there, which is quite cool. And of course with your cockpit you get 2 options. So first I'm going to show you the set with Luke and R2-D2. So there is nowhere in this set to store Luke's lightsaber, which, I mean, it's kind of a shame. The previous X-Wing to this did the 2006 one, so take Luke, place him in there, all good to go, close up the cockpit. This is one of the last X-Wings to use that piece. In fact, this was the last X-Wing to use this piece. I think it was with the 2015 kind of Force Awakens style X-Wing, which was the next X-Wing after this that wasn't UCS, was where they phased that out. You can also take R2-D2. The droid saw is not, to my knowledge, is it the correct set? I don't know. I've seen it done both ways, but it's not the same as the X-Wing on the 2006 set, whereas he could go in like this, he physically can't. So I have to take his head, turn it around, and insert R2-D2 this way, which, I mean, kind of works. There we go. Yeah, these really nice sticker details here and here, but again, there are stickers also on this side as well. Some really nice blasters, you get some markings, and these guns are huge. That's part of the reason why it's such a hard set to show off. Get some nice little greeble details here on this area. And because it's an X-Wing, if you look at the back, you can quite clearly see that we have rubber bands. Again, I think this was the last one to use the rubber band system. And it's got a really cool way of opening up, which I'm actually going to adjust the camera to attempt to show you. Right, I think we've got an angle that can give us the appropriate spacing. So for all the X-Wing here by the front, we have this little piece here. Now, the way that works is you twist it once. It is a bit funny at times. And there you go. It's not like the simple gearbox on the old one where you would have to continuously twist it and it would eventually come out really cool looking, especially like those engines, really nice at this angle. Works quite well. I really do like the building techniques as well on here, to kind of get the most accurate shape possible on these areas here. They also use the same technique here on the side of the cockpit. The guns, again, are really huge. A bit of a common complaint with this set is the blasters are too big, and I can kind of see that. But yeah, it's a really sturdy, very strong X-Wing. And just to close those, done. And here it's from another angle. You can stick up that landing gear, and it looks quite nice. Overall, it is a really nice X-Wing. And you know what, while we're at, let me just bring this down and we'll show you it with the Jet Porkins and R5 inside. Alright, let's put Jet Porkins and R5 in. So, again, like Luke, you have to take Jet's blaster and place it down, as we cannot quite, put it all in. It just doesn't work. Again, that's maybe the advantage of 2006. We had a storage area, but yeah, you can put Jet in the cockpit, close it all up, and you can take R5, and again you have to do the whole move it, twisting his head around a stud thing, but just to show you again what I mean. Turning the head, and you can put them right in the X-Wing, and it looks quite good. Again, it really just depends what pilot you want to have. Personally, I just don't display the minifigures with the sets because I have that many minifigures. My shelves are taken up quite a bit by, just all the sets. But yeah, what's my thoughts on this? Well, we'll get to my final thoughts, but let's have a quick look at the instructions. One final note before I show the instructions, here is the sticker sheet. You do get spare stickers, it just depends on the markings you want. I went for the Luke Skywalker markings on my X-Wing, but again, even in 2012 we had a lot of stickers, which is, I don't know, that's just the way it is. Here is the instruction manual, which, like the box, has a really nice 2012 art on it. That, all the 2012 sets had the Darth Maul, so the kind of Death Star trench run with the TIE fighters in the background. It doesn't open up the same way that you think it opens up like this instead, and you've got all your pages. And one really cool thing about this instruction manual is what's at the back, at least from me. Some people find it cool. So here's one of the things, you get to see all your X-Wing's features, which is nice, but we take that one step further, right? And this is cool. So we get, again, I've not reviewed any 2012 sets since January, which was the last one I did with the Jabba's Palace. back in 2012, and I don't think they took it outside of 2012. I don't think 2011 had it. I know 2013 didn't, but we had the comics. We've got the comic going on, and it's quite cool. But here's the cool part. So I was actually collecting Lego Stars back in 2012. I did rebuy this set. My original copy did get destroyed, unfortunately, but this is like a trip down memory lane. You got the X-Wing from that year, TIE Fighter went against this, the Geonosis Cannon, the Droid Escape, 2 battle packs. I had all these back in the day. The only other one I've reviewed on this channel that's in this picture would be Droid Escape, and of course you got your minifigures, which is hard to believe these minifigures are from 10 years ago. That is really insane. And you know, that's just your instruction manual. Pretty cool. And of course you've got an ad at the back for, oh, turn it around, the kind of Star Wars comic builder and assault, which is pretty cool. So here we are with the outcome. It's time to answer that question, and yeah, I got the box back, and I really love those old boxes. Quite glossy, quite shiny, you know, when you comparison to new ones. So I'm going to answer a question. Should you buy the 2012 X-Wing Starfighter? Well, it comes down to what you want. I bought this because I'm trying to collect all the 2012 sets, so I did originally have them all. So that was kind of one of my main motivations for buying it. Another motivation you may have for buying it, if you're not me, is, you know, you're a completionist. But there is another X-Wing on the market right now. There's I think it's for 50, yeah, for 50, either 45 or 50. You can buy the new 2000, well, from last year actually, they're still selling it, the 2021 X-Wing, which is scaled down. Funny enough, that X-Wing costs roughly around what this cost back in 2012, and I argue I like this one more. This was the last, like, one of the last original trilogy X-Wings. I've had 2 since then. We have the 2018 one, which I'm not a fan of the new X-Wings. It's something about the engines and just that throw me off. Personally, this is the last X-Wing I like. Didn't know if you could go older than this. I also have, it's actually currently bagged up and taken apart because I wanted this one on the shelf instead. It's the 2006 X-Wing, which is also a really good set. It just really depends what you want. I mean, I bought this out of nostalgia, but it also comes down to how much you want to pay for this set. Unfortunately, these retro sets cannot be picked up too cheaply. So this was originally, I checked Brixit, it was $49.99 back in January 2012 when it came out. Nowadays you're looking at paying, and here's what I paid. I paid £100 for this, which does sound a little insane. I bought this set brand new, and it was in a store that was selling kind of retro collectibles, and they just happened to have an X-Wing. I wasn't planning on buying it, but it was one that I was eventually going to want to get, so I just grabbed it, I picked it up. So yeah, do I recommend it? Yeah, nostalgia ones. What do I give it? I really want to give it 10 out of 10, so I'm gonna do it. I can't think of anything I hate about this set. But yeah, thanks for watching. We have another 2012 review coming in the coming weeks. I also have the Gungan sub to do. You know, this is the first retro review I've done since probably March or April, so yeah, I'm coming back with some of this style of content because we haven't had a retro review in a while. I've been doing all the kind of new 2022 stuff that I've been getting my hands on, but yeah, 100% recommend this, and yeah, I'm letting the nostalgia decide what I think about this set. So see you guys in hopefully another video. I might have one coming out Friday, who knows.